But yeah, let's go get pregnant. Was literally worse than giving birth. I did it. Literally been bleeding since my last period. Welcome to the journey of baby number 2. Really, hopefully, I'm telling myself not that big of a deal. I always get nervous about that. It kind of stinks that I don't get to like feel good. We just ordered our transfer meds. We're doing things a little bit different. We're doing it kind of how we did it with Louie, where we're not telling anybody anything. And we are actually like exactly 2 months away from a transfer with baby number 2. I like can't believe it. I'm still trying to wrap my head around that. 2 months is still kind of long, but also so short. And because we're not telling anyone, but we're living with my parents, it's like really tricky to kind of navigate all of that. Luckily, they're out of town this weekend, so we just got all the meds ordered because we wanted them early anyway, just because I get really stressed out about like making sure we have enough. So we are ordering, like we got everything ordered and it's coming tomorrow. Wild. Next step in the process, I am currently waiting on my period. I'm on cycle day 48 right now. Once I get my period, I have to do my saline study and start birth control. Welcome to the journey of baby number 2. I'm literally parked right outside Pine Body. It's like kind of wild that we're like here again. Today we're doing like baseline labs to just kind of get the ball rolling. Like I said, we're still about 2 months out from transfer, so it's not like right around the corner, but it's basically 2 more periods, like literally 2 periods. And then we're gonna transfer our one little embryo that we have left. I'm nervous, but also very excited. I have a lot of thoughts about timing and baby number 2, and I'm gonna make them really concise right now. Basically, I thought I wanted to do this a little bit earlier than I did, and I've kind of pushed it off because of my body. I was concerned that I would not be having like a healthy pregnancy at the weight I was at. My OB told me it would be fine. The people at Kind Body said it's fine, so I trust all of them. I think it's time to go in. We are on our way to Kind Body to go do my saline sonogram. Yay. In case you were wondering, I'm not excited. For me personally, my saline sonogram last time was literally worse than giving birth. It was so horrible. I think there's a lot of like funky things that were going on, if I remember correctly. And now I have to do it again because I just want to make sure that like pregnancy and birth did not mess anything up. There's no like scarring, blockages, anything like that. I've heard other people say like it was not that bad for them, and I'm really happy for those people. I'm just not one of them. Thankfully, I have a Valium this time, which like obviously doesn't take the pain away, but it just makes you chill.
Takes the edge off.
Takes the edge off. Yeah. I'm freaking out. It'll be fine. It'll be quick. We just finished. I am thrilled to say that was nothing. Truly nothing. I literally didn't even feel when they put the water in, and that was like the most horrible part last time. What this provider mentioned is that like sometimes people do it with cold water, sometimes they do it with a balloon, and like that can make it a lot more painful. And they did warm water and they did not do a balloon. Valium's still kicking in, so I don't know if I just said this, but like I didn't feel the water go in at all, and that's what I was like so ticked. Did I say it?
Yeah.
I didn't feel the Valium go in, or the water go in at all. I promise I'm like more in it than I appear. Like I didn't even need the Valium, so now I'm like kind of annoyed that I took it, but I'm glad I had it because I was so anxious about it that I don't think I could have even, like I think I would have been like tense going into it. They did say that they saw like something like, they said like it looks like kind of stringy polyps or something.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what they said.
They saw like a handful of polyps, so they are recommending a hysteroscopy. It's kind of like the saline study I just did, but you're under anesthesia and they can remove things. Basically, we now have a pretty solid plan for what's going forward. The one really sad thing about this, and I completely understand this, because it's a fertility clinic and they want to be really sensitive, they request that you don't bring kids, which I get, but we are keeping this entire thing private right now. Matt doesn't get to come to a lot, which makes me kind of sad because one, he's my emotional support for all blood draws, and it was so special, the whole process to get Louie, having Matt like every step of the way. But anyway, that's the one bummer about the situation. I get it, but I'm gonna have to be a little bit more independent with all of this stuff. It's been a couple weeks since the saline study. There's really not been much going on other than I've been on birth control to prep me for today's hysteroscopy. So that's what we're doing today. We're on our way to Kind Body right now. It's really interesting because you know, years ago I was on birth control for years, and then I had it for short stints to prepare for egg retrievals and stuff, but I never really had like a reaction to it. I think I've been on it for something like 6-ish weeks, and I have just been so out of it. And this is a fun new symptom that I've never experienced on birth control, but I had breakthrough bleeding, and I've literally been bleeding since my last period. Clear everything out, make a nice smooth surface for this little embryo to implant. Just went back, and I'm whispering because I don't want people to hear me, but here's the lovely outfit, and I think we're gonna hopefully get started soon. I had to wait quite a while, but here we go. I'm out of the hysteroscopy. It went super well, other than the fact that they had to try 5 times for my IV, but it went well. This is super interesting to me. The doctor like acted as my period. Go to our first cycle appointment in a couple days and start stims like the day or 2 days after that, and then just like get the whole transfer process rolling, which is just like absolutely wild to me. Like I don't know, it just came up so fast. But anyway, they removed the polyps, they cleaned everything out. There was a lot of like slow build up to this transfer because we kind of like knew when it was coming, and now we're just a couple weeks away, which is wild. You guys are now sitting on all the medications as we debrief a little bit, but basically we got the clear to start meds tonight. So tonight I'm going to be starting Follistim, baby aspirin, and low-dose naltrexone. I'm on what's called an antihistamine regimen, I believe. I take a lot of things. I end up taking like Claritin, Pepsid, just a whole bunch of like honestly super random things that don't make a lot of sense. But that's what worked for Louis, so that's what we're doing again. Something that is like 100% our choosing, because I know that it's best for us in the long run, but it's making things really tricky, is the fact that nobody knows this is happening. It just makes things a lot more difficult. I really need Matt's support throughout this process, obviously, and I have also never given myself a shot, and I've never even watched him do the shots because it freaks me out too much, but I am gonna have to give myself the shot one night. And the good news is it is just Follistim, and if you're one of the unfortunate members of the fertility club, you'll probably know that Follistim's like the easiest of the shots. And so it's really, hopefully, I'm telling myself, not that big of a deal. My biggest fear is that I'm just gonna have a full-on like physical mental block and not gonna be able to do it, and I'm not gonna have any moral support. So tonight, I think I'm gonna watch Matt do it, and then tomorrow with him here, I'm gonna try it myself, so that hopefully I can do it when he's gone. Overall, I'm super, super excited to be starting this process for baby number 2. There's a lot of mixed emotions right now, but mainly excitement. So now I'm gonna ice while Matt puts Louis down, and then we're gonna do our first shot. I'm like excited, but I still hate needles. Yeah, I don't even know how to put it together.
Nicole, it's really simple.
I'm freaking out. It's the easiest one. I've done it quite literally 255 times. This is no big deal. Oh my god, I have to watch. I'm gonna throw up.
So I just grip like right here?
I'm like gonna throw up. I don't think I can watch. Like, will I have to watch when I do it? No, I can just like...
No, you can just...
I don't know if I'm gonna cry or laugh. I can't watch.
3, 2, 1.
I didn't even feel it. Night 1 of stims done. Just like mild panic. Truly thought I was gonna throw up there for a moment. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. I think I'll be able to do it. Well, I think. We'll see.
Good job.
I want 2 pineapple fruit riot and 2 grapes. Now I get a treat. I don't know if you can see it very well, but just a quick update on how all my bruising is going. It's night 2. I'm already freaking out about having to do this myself. I don't know if I can do it. I'm like freaking out.
It's very easy. It'll go in easily.
Okay. I don't know if I should look or not.
2, 1.
I don't know if I can do it.
You can do this.
I don't know if I can.
Take a couple deep breaths.
I don't know if I can.
It's okay. It's okay. Take some deep breaths.
It may have not looked like I was freaking out, but I'm freaking out. It's like that whole thing of like your brain, you could bite off your finger, but your brain doesn't let you. That's this for me. I think you have to stop talking because every time I'm about to do it, you talk.
I'm so proud of you.
I did it. This is the night that Matt's gone, so I have to do this by myself. And already I'm getting in my head, so I'm gonna switch out my ice pack and do a nice fresh one because I'm paranoid that it's not cold. I know it like doesn't seem like a big deal and it shouldn't be a big deal, but as you guys saw, I quite literally had a panic attack trying to do it. So it is a big deal, is basically what I'm saying. You might see my undies, so chill. We're not gonna think about it for too long. 3, 2, 1. the most any of them have hurt so far, but I did it by myself. I'm very proud. I always find this like hilarious. I will be like stone cold, like totally dead face, but I'm like, oh my god, I'm so scared, or like I'm so proud, I'm so happy. I'm very proud of myself. I'm just trying not to hype myself up too much, because when I did it the other day, as you saw afterwards, the release of emotions, I just started like bawling. So 5 days of stims down. I'm gonna be pregnant in like 2 weeks. So I recorded like a whole update and like just little chat yesterday, and I feel like I was just in a very like weird headspace yesterday, and I was very babbly and it wasn't very cohesive and it didn't make a lot of sense. So we're gonna try again now. After my last monitoring appointment, which was Wednesday, today's now Friday, they upped my follistim dose to 100 from 50, which is higher than I'm used to for a transfer. And there's several things I want to talk about. One thing about the medication specifically is I don't know if I'm like in my head about it, because I'm just kind of like nervous that like it's gonna like grow too fast, because I have had overstimulation before, but I definitely have been like off the past couple days, like just kind of like not feeling myself. Like today I just felt like my legs were like so heavy and I was just like so lethargic all day long. I also didn't sleep great, but like anyway, like I've been waking up with headaches, which I remember from, I don't remember it in transfers, but I know from my second IVF cycle, I got really, really bad headaches. And then just feeling like so bloated. And this is like a small part of the big picture. One of the things that was sort of a determining factor in like when we were gonna transfer was my postpartum weight loss, because I was really nervous that I wasn't at a healthy weight. And so it's been kind of a mind game that like I was at the lowest I had been at, and then I'm like super bloated and just like not feeling 100%. So like that's not very fun. And now I don't know if I'm just like in my head, but I'm feeling very full, and I don't know how to explain that unless you've had like an egg retrieval. It feels like you have like little water balloons almost. I don't know how to explain it. I'm doing my best to relinquish control and trust the doctors. It's always hard for me during these processes, but they know what they're doing, I don't. So that's what's going on with that. And the other thing I wanted to talk about is this whole process is so interesting to me, because it's almost like on the back burner when compared to Louis, like when we were trying to get pregnant the first time. Obviously because we didn't have a kid yet, it was literally all consuming. Like every second of every day I was thinking about it. Just like every single thing I did was in the context of doing this, where now like I'm doing this in the context of my life, if that makes any sense. It's just super interesting, because with that I feel like I'm also almost like dissociating from it and like ignoring the fact that like I am still doing something major. I did just have a minor surgery. Like I am taking hormone shots. Like I am doing all these things. On the one hand, it's great because it doesn't feel all consuming and it doesn't feel as high stakes as it did before. But on the other hand, it's like I need to remind myself to like chill the frick out, and like I am still going through this and it is still having the same impact on my body as it did the first time. So like today I just like was really feeling out of it, and I've been like super on top of my like wellness routine, like making sure I do some form of strength training every day, making sure I'm doing 30 to 45 minutes of cardio every day. And today I was like, I need to do my walking, I need to do my walking, I need to do my walking. And then I like took a second, I was like, you know what, like my body's not feeling it. I feel like I just need to rest. That was just like really hard for me to like acknowledge like that this is affecting me this much right now. I don't know how to explain it. That's my thoughts right now. I feel like I've done a good job of like knowing when I've updated you guys, but I don't know when I've updated you. So my last monitoring appointment was yesterday, which was Monday. I was 100% expecting like there is no way I'm gonna keep doing stims, because I just like know how my body reacts to follistim. And I was right in that I had like 2 19 size follicles and my lining was like 8 point something. I want 7 for the lining, 18-ish for the follicles, so good to go. But the issue, just timing of transfer and things like that. I did stims last night, and tonight is my last night of doing stims. We're gonna trigger tomorrow, which is Wednesday, and then I will transfer a week from tomorrow. And then of course, with that comes everything else in my extremely long regimen. All that's gonna start Saturday. I'm very excited, very hopeful, and I just can't believe I'm gonna be pregnant in a week. Also, just in terms of like how I'm feeling, super crampy and just like not feeling amazing, but to be expected with like growing big follicles. So 3, 2, 1.
That
That one's so stingy.
Nicole, we did this many times.
I'm a baby, but we did it. Today's a very big day. Also a very scary day for me. We're starting the whole regimen today. Prednisone, Pepcid, Claritin, naltrexone, baby aspirin, Lovenox, Pio, suppositories. That's the whole regimen. I am, you can't see, but icing down here. Then I'm gonna ice my booty and we're gonna do it. I'm freaking out. I think because I'm so far removed from it, I'm just like, I can't picture it in my head how it feels, and I'm very anxious, but it's fine. A bit of an overkill ice pack. Oh, hey.
2, 1.
Nothing. That's an alcohol wipe. It's not really for you, unfortunately. Pio is a roulette wheel. Like, you don't know that it's gonna hurt, but it didn't hurt at all.
Good.
It is Sunday, the Sunday before transfer, and just gonna give you a little update. I feel about as good as I look. I need to look this up, but I'm very curious if the trigger can mimic pregnancy symptoms. I've never had that experience in the past. However, I all of a sudden am so horribly nauseous. And I also do think I got a little overstimulated, so there's all of that going on. Plus starting the Pio and all the other meds. So I'm just kind of down for the count right now. I literally, you can see, have not changed out of my PJs. I have crackers with me and I'm just taking it really easy. So that's how I'm doing right now. The one bummer I was saying to Matt, and I don't know if I've said this before, is it kind of stinks that I don't get to feel good going into pregnancy, because I was on the birth control and bleeding for so long. Then I had the hysteroscopy, basically right into meds. It's all for a good cause, and I know it's gonna work out, and I'm very excited to be pregnant in a couple days, but I think I'm getting a glimpse of first trimester. It's the night before my embryo transfer. I'll probably give you guys a full thoughts and feelings and debrief in the morning before we go, but I was just thinking that trying to conceive in this way is so weird sometimes. I mean, outside of the obvious, but if you guys can see over here, I'm about to get in my sauna blanket, and it's I know this is the last time for 10 months I can get in a sauna. And it's I'm entering these things knowing that, if that makes sense. Also, I know I touched on this the other day, and I know I said I'm gonna debrief tomorrow, but I'm going into an embryo transfer looking pregnant. I'm so bloated. I think it's from the progesterone and everything else, and it's just so uncomfortable. But regardless, I'm about to have a super, super relaxing night. I have a fun little Olipop to drink as my little drink of the night. Again, going in the sauna blanket. I've been rewatching The Summer I Turned Pretty. I don't know why I thought I should watch such a sad and emotional show when I'm going through very emotional things. But alas, I am. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Did you do something for me? You did! You wanna show me what you got? Can I see it? Ooh. A new glass!
She picked it out all on her own.
That's really exciting. I love that.
I put 2 in front of her and she
Did you pick this one?
didn't pick that one.
She said, this is for me? 2 types of Smart Sweets? Never had this before. Thank you so much, Lupug and Dada. Clearly, I just woke up 5 seconds ago, but previous transfers, Matt made me a little transfer basket, and this time, Louie made it. It was so nice of you. That's always just a little special thing Matt does. Transfer day! Can you believe it, Lupug? I have so many thoughts and so many feelings. It's so emotional, but also not. But one of the biggest tips that I did not learn until way later in my journey was to only speak positively unless you're given a reason not to. Since literally birthing Louie, we have only ever spoken that we're one and done with this transfer. It will work, nothing else is gonna happen. And I, in my heart, fully believe that. Because if you sit here and you worry and you worry and you worry, that's not gonna help. And one of the biggest differences in my transfer with Louie and everyone else, all the other ones, was that I spoke positively about it, and I was relaxed and I was chill. And so that has definitely been my mentality. But I'm not gonna lie to you and say the other thoughts don't creep in, but we know it's gonna work. And I'm gonna be pregnant in 2 hours, and that is so wild. I feel I just birthed this child, which, I mean, it was less than a year ago, so I did just birth this child. My least favorite part of a transfer is having to sit there with a full bladder. I always get nervous about that. I'm nervous I'm gonna drink the water too soon and then have to pee for so long. And it's so hard to hold. It's exciting that Louie is gonna be a big sister, but it's weird because she doesn't know anything. I mean, you know a lot, and you're really cool. You don't really know anything because you're just a little baby. So it's weird because we like talk to her about it, and we like tell her what's going on, but like this baby's not even 1. Like she doesn't know. This is the transfer fit. I always wear a Free People onesie, at least in my last several, because it's the comfiest thing. And I don't know, I feel like it's good luck because I wore this when I got pregnant with Louie. As I've said many times throughout this journey, the one thing that is so different, obviously, is the fact that we already have a baby, but the fact that Matt can't come with me, so I am feeling like a little sad about that, but in the grand scheme, you know, it's not a big deal. And we're gonna go get our fries together afterwards, and I'm gonna take videos of our little embryo. But yeah, let's go get pregnant. Here I am in all my pre-transfer glory.
Oh, it looks really good. Look at it sitting in there, it's so cute.
Okay, so you'll watch over here.
3, 2, 1.
Nice.
I'm officially pregnant. Officially 20 minutes pregnant. One for Dada, one for me.
Cheers.
I'm just like, I can't.
You're glowing.
Am I?
You're beaming. You seem very happy.
I'm pregnant. You're gonna be a big sis. See you guys later. Okay, 2 days post-transfer, super quick update. Number 1, I have been religiously watching, like rewatching all of my TikToks from when I transferred Louie, because I just want to like remember what my symptoms were and how I felt, even though like every pregnancy is different. But because like, even though I'm so confident in this pregnancy, it's really easy to get in your head. And if you don't know, when you do a trigger shot, it's HCG, which is the same pregnancy hormone, so it can cause false positive tests. So I always test after the trigger to watch it go down, like leave my system, so then I'm aware of when I have like an accurate test. And it's almost out of my system already, and it's day 2, which means like I could have an accurate test starting tomorrow. It'll probably be 2 days from now. But one of my very first symptoms that I at least recorded with Louie was that I wasn't sleeping great and I was like a little bit nauseous. And both of those things are happening. So I'm a tiny bit crampy. So I'm feeling good right now. I'm very excited. It's 4 days post-transfer, and historically this is when I've gotten my first like accurate positive test. So we're gonna check it all together. It's gonna be faint, but it's gonna be there. And if it's not there yet, that's okay.